It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see David Njoku. He was a machine for them last week with several touchdowns on top of triple-digit.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Atwell, complete. You talk about this Washington defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game. Stayed in the face of the...
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And taken right at the 35. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 99 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
Open man is Tucker. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, heck of a move. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pass incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And he'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think he should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. And just on Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for that over 100-yard performance he had last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present, understanding how to defeat those. And then he was a step ahead because he said, they're going to change up and counter another way. And he beat them that way, too.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And check down complete to Hall. When you look at this defense, they were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice game. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. Would you take a big sack? It could...
And he's going to go down again. Jalen Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
the gun now on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And that's a good job there of knuckling down as an offense. You're trying to avoid 3 and out at all costs. And after 2 straight incompletions, this one's on target, and they're able to keep the chains moving.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This to the tight end, Kincaid. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Lurican. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. This one deep for Wilson, and that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a good